Before we begin today's episode, let me talk to you just for a moment. This is not just a history lesson. This is about identity. This is about memory. This is about waking up from a long silence. You see, for too long, Africa has been spoken about, not spoken to. We were told we were cursed, that our history began with slavery, that our names, our language, even our stories, were not worthy of remembering. But what if that was the greatest lie ever told? What if the tribes of Ham, the sons of Canaan, the scattered Bantu, were never forgotten by the Almighty? What if our suffering, our scattering, our colonization was already written in the ancient scrolls? This episode is not for entertainment. It's for recovery, for healing, for remembering. Whether you're in Ghana, Jamaica, Zimbabwe, Brazil, South Africa, or in the diaspora, this message is for you. We speak today for those whose voices were silenced. We remember those who forgot. And we reclaim what was hidden. Because mental colonization is not over until we remember who we truly are. Let's begin episode 2. The Hidden Seed, Scattered Tribes, Stolen Names. Once again, we journey beyond the rivers of Cush. We ask the question, who are the scattered children of Ham? The book of Jubilees, chapter 1 verse 24, says something remarkable, and after this, they will turn to me from among the Gentiles, with all their heart, and with all their soul. And I will gather them from among all the Gentiles. And they will seek me, so that I shall be found of them. Yes, it was prophesied. A small remnant will remember, and in the end, many more will awaken. The book of Enoch, chapter 104, verse 10, warns, and now I know this mystery, for they shall alter the righteous in writing. Many shall be wronged in it, to make it seem like truth. The prophecy continues, woe to those who write with their hands falsehoods, and record words of confusion. These warnings were not for another people. They were for you, child of the covenant. You, the Bantu, you, from the tribes of the promised land, you, who were scattered in ships, as written in Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 68. Africa was carved by foreign hands, at the Berlin Conference. Nations divided, borders drawn, names erased. They have divided my land among themselves, and cast lots for my people. Joel chapter 3 verse 2. What history calls Bantu migrations. Scripture calls exile, covenant displacement, and prophetic awakening. Jubilees 1:13, they will forget my commandments, and walk after the Gentiles. And so it was. Religion came in, Christianity and Islam. Our names, stolen. Our languages, broken. Our books, is hidden in Rome and London. But the Almighty, the Creator, the Great One, has not forgotten you. As written in Jubilees 1:25, a generation shall rise, that shall return to me with their whole heart. And I shall make them my people forever. Yes, it was written, the children would be scattered, but gathered again. Strangers would rule over them, but their kingdom shall return. False writings would arise, but truth would endure. A remnant would remember, and then the multitude would awaken. Africa is not just a continent. It is the promised land. The land of Ham, of Canaan, of the covenant. You were told you were cursed, but you were chosen. Rise, Bantu people, learn to unlearn. Seek your truth. Return to the book of Jubilees. Read the warnings of Enoch. Study the Torah with your own eyes. You are not lost. You are the hidden Shayed. And now, you are awakening. So now, we come to the end of episode 2. The Hidden Seed, Scattered Tribes, Stolen Names. But this is not just the end of an episode. This is the beginning of remembering. You see, many of our people, in Africa and across the diaspora, still don't believe that Africa could be the promised land. Why? Because for centuries, we were told where the promised land was, but never shown who the covenant people are. Mainstream religion said it's in the Middle East. They pointed to maps, not to people. They looked at soil, not at prophecy. But I ask you, if the sons of Canaan were in Africa, if our ancestors came out of Egypt, if Bantu culture still walks in the laws of the Almighty, our Creator, then why are we looking to Europe and Arabia to explain our own story? It's not that Africa was never the promised land. It's that the promise was hidden, and the people were scattered. We were mentally colonized, taught to forget, told that our Bantu traditions were pagan, when in truth, many of them echo the Torah. The book of Jubilees, the book of Enoch, weren't just written for others. They were written to warn us, the children of those who crossed from Egypt into the land of promise, but slowly abandoned the covenant as we moved deeper into Africa, embracing foreign gods, foreign names, foreign ways. But listen, the story is not over. The remnant is awakening, and in episode 3, we begin to reveal what was stolen. We will ask the question, is Africa the real promised land? And we will answer it. From the Torah, from the forbidden books, from the prophets, and from your own culture. Read the book of Jubilees. Read the book of Enoch. Look at your grandmother's traditions. Listen to the music of your people. Read it all without Christian filters, without Talmudic edits, just you and the Word. Because once you see it, you can't unsee it. And once you remember who you are, you'll never walk the same again. So go ahead, drop your thoughts in the comments. Tell us what part of your culture reflects the Torah truth. Episode 3 is coming soon. Africa, the land they tried to erase. Until then, stay awake, stay rooted, and walk in covenant.